Hello all, and welcome back to Operation Goodwood. It is turn 14, January 1943, KMT and USA, and it's time for Operation Overlord. So let's get going. The KMT have $3. They're gonna or $4. They're gonna spend $3 on infantry and save a buck. The US has 71 left after losing 3 to convoy raiding. So they're gonna get 2 attack transports, 4 destroyers, 2 infantry, 2 marines, lend-lease a medium bomber to the British, lend-lease an infantry to the French, and upgrade a port. So the KMT have 1 attack. The marine is going to move across the narrow crossing from Kwangtung into Hainan for $1. And they're going to place their infantry in Yunnan. Everything else is going to stay the same. And they're going to go up $1. Japan's going to go down $1. So Japan down to 30. KMT up to 5. Okay. They are done then. The US has 7 techs. So black is advanced mech, red's advanced artillery, white's radar, yellow's improved factories, green's jet fighters, orange is strategic rockets, and purple is improved logistics. And I see a couple high numbers, so let's see. I see a bunch of high numbers. Okay, so 11 is definitely good. So that's advanced mech, goes to stage 3. Red is a 10. That is good. It's going to move advanced artillery to stage 3. White is a 7. That is also good. That is going to move radar to stage 2. Yellow is a 7. That is good. That's going to put improved factories on stage 1. Of course, I got the easy ones. Now, green is an 11. Ooh, that's good. We needed that one. That's going to finish jet fighters off. Orange is a 9. Ooh, that is really good. That's going to move strategic rockets to stage 2. And, just missed it. We need an 8 for improved logistics. We got a 7. So, 6 out of 7 is not bad, though. Okay. We have a bunch of combats. Obviously, Operation Overlord is going to happen. And we're going to have some other things going on. So, first thing that's going to happen is... Are we on the screen there? No, okay. One of the Marines from New Guinea is going to walk into southern... or Dutch New Guinea and move... and give that to the British. So, the British up 1... Japan is going to go down 1. So, British up to 49, Japan down to 29. Okay. Next one is we have the 4 transports with the, it's now 6 Marines and a light armor. So, one of the transports is going to pick up the 2 Marines. And they're going to land in the Philippines, 1 in each section, and take that back. Whoops. I need to get more Marines. I'm out of Marines, so I'm going to have to fix this later. So that's $2. The attack transports, one's going to pick up 2 Marines and drop them off in Siam. Okay. The other one is going to pick up a Marine and a light armor and drop him off in British Malaya. So all this stuff is going to be with the going to go 1, 2, 3 with the major port to P50. And the last transport is going to pick up the last Marine that was in New Britain and go 1, 2, 3, and I can't count. Yeah. No, wait, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I knew I was counting somewhere. And he's going to go dropped off into Antomkin and go into port then in Kwangtung. Okay. So that's going to be the U.S. up 1, 2, 3, 4. So the U.S. up 4, FEC up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So U.S. up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. FEC up 2. 1, 2. And Japan down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The fleet's going to move with them here too, but we'll get that done here in non-combat because it's all non-combat movement there. Okay. So that's done there. Okay, Operation Overlord. So, because we failed on that attack there, the one attack transport with the 2 Marines will go 1, 2 to hit Picardy, along with 2 fighters from southern England. They go 1, 2. And an airborne with a strap bomber. So all that's going to attack Picardy, along with 2 battleships bombarding from A6. Going to go 1, 2 and go down there. Okay. The rest of the pieces. So 1, 2, 3. So two attack transports, 2 infantry, and 2 anti-tank from northern England, or in Scotland. Will go 1, 2, 3 to attack Normandy with the rest of the fleet, or with the rest of the stuff. The attack transport, marine, and infantry in southern England is going to go 1 to Aquitaine, along with a medium bomber, a tactical bomber, and a fighter. They are all going to attack that. The rest of the transports that are in port in A6, we're going to go 1, 2. And they're going to pick up from southern England 2 mountain, an infantry, medium armor, artillery, and airborne, along with the heavy cruisers. So we're going to have 2 heavy cruisers going to bombard, and we're all going to attack Normandy. Okay? And then the craziness. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And strategic bomb, and also drop airborne. Whoop. They have 2 left with long-range aircraft. And Dan, once again, I am sorry, but you... and they're going to land here then in northern Russia. So I think that is it for attacking. The rest of it is all non-combat. So let's start with the Moscow one. So we have 5 at 2 because it's a heavy strategic bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking for 1 hit. And we get nothing. Okay. And we have an airborne. Okay, airborne hits. And we got a militia defending at a 3. And he's going to get a hit. Okay. So I lose 1. He loses 1. And these guys are going to fly back to here. Boom. And boom. Okay. Okay, so that's 4 for the U.S. So the U.S. goes up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soviets go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They lose their money to the bank because they lost Moscow. So yeah, let's keep going now. So then, Picardy. I have 2 battleships bombarding. See if I can get it this time. 2 battleships bombarding, a 5 and an 8, so they miss. I have 2 fighters. So he's got a, let's do his first. He's got a, nope, a 12, he misses. So I got 2 fighters, an airborne, and 2 Marines coming off an attack transport. So I just need 1 hit here, and I got 1, 2, 3 hits so far. So we took care of him, and he's going to have 1. That's a 7, so he misses. So we take Picardy. With no casualties. That's worth $1. So the U.S. is up $1. Germany is down $1. Okay. And let's do Operation Overlord. So we're going to start with 2 bombards. So we have 2 heavy cruisers bombarding at 2. No hits. We have a lot of infantry. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry at 2, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 infantry at 2. So 5 there. No hits. 5 there. 1 hit. So there's the hit we needed. I'm not going to roll the rest of the stuff out because there's a lot there. And he's got 1 defending. And he gets a hit. Of course, why not? So we will lose. We take that and we'll lose 1 U.S. infantry off the attack transport. Okay. So that one, that's all going to be there then. So that one is worth $1 for the U.S. So the U.S. up $1, Germany down another $1. Okay, then the last one, we have a fighter, medium, tactical, and an infantry and a Marine versus a militia. So fighter is green, medium and tacticals are black, Marine is yellow, and infantry is red. And we got 2 hits, the medium and the tactical hit. He's got a militia and a 2. That's a 5, so that's a miss. So now we have blocked off Paris, so he cannot reinforce that factory anymore, and that's worth $1. So U.S. up to 73, Germany down to 32. Okay. Now, That's it for combat. So non-combat, everything from Midway is going to go 1, 2, 3 to Marshall Islands. So that's 3 destroyers, a heavy cruiser, 2 subs. The coastal sub is going to go to P-20. The attack transport is going to pick up the 2 Marines and go 1, 2, 3 to Midway and go in port. The rest of the fleet in P-25 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to P-47, which is 3 transports or 3 destroyers and a heavy cruiser, and the strategic bomber is going to pick up the airbornes, and they're going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Marshall Islands. Okay. The destroyer in P-53 is going to go 1, 2 to P-43. The rest of the fleet, which is all of this, so 7 destroyers, 3 light cruisers, or 4 light cruisers, a heavy cruiser, 2 fleet carriers, 2 battleships, 3 fighters, and a tactical bomber is all going to go 1, 2, 3 to P-50, and they are going to stay out of port and just hang out there and do their thing. Okay, around the board. The planes are all going to land back in southern England. Okay. Oh, that guy's dead. Okay. The transport will go in port. Everything is in the C zone or in Normandy. I will update everything off camera, get everything back to where it belongs. And then Picardy has a Marine and 2 Marines and an airborne, so that comes off. Bam, bam, bam. These guys are down here. The old Navy's down in P-31. Okay. The attack transport is going to pick up the 2 infantry in New York and go 1, 2, 3, 4 with strategic naval movement and drop off and go into port in southern England. Okay. I think that is it. So then we'll lend-lease the French, their infantry. The medium bomber will go to the port in southern England. We are going to place 3 destroyers in P-25. The last destroyer is going to go into New York in P-25. And the 2 transports, 2 Marines, and 2 infantry are all going into New York. And of course, the transports will be in port. and the major port will go to Marshall or Canary Islands, I believe. No, Marshall Islands. I was right the first time. Okay. And if I'm allowed to, those ships there are going to be in port also. So let's collect some money, do some disposition. Oh, and the heavy cruiser. The heavy cruiser is going to go into P25 as well. Okay. So 5 for 6 on tech. The US is at 73 plus 12 is 85 for next turn. 50, 60, 70, 85. The KMT is at 5, no bonus. It'll be at 5 next turn. They save the bucks. It'll be at 6 next turn. Okay. Let's do a disposition of forces, and then we'll get it back off to the Germans for their turn. So, P25, heavy cruiser, 3 destroyers. Midway, 3 Marines, militia, attack transport and port. P20 coastal sub. P36 coastal sub. Marshall Islands has 2 airborne, two elite airbornes, a heavy strategic bomber. 7 destroyers and 2 heavy cruisers in port, along with 2 subs. Empty. P43 is a destroyer. P50 has the U.S. fleet, which is 7 destroyers, 4 4 light cruisers, a heavy cruiser, 2 battleships, 2 fleet carriers with 3 fighters and a tactical bomber. In port in Sumatra is 2 attack transports. The Philippines each has a Marine. Dutch New Guinea has a Marine too. And Tonkin has a Marine. Siam has 2 Marines. British Malay has a Marine and a light artillery. There's a transport in port in Kwangtung. Aquitaine has an infantry, marine, and attack transport in port. Normandy has 6 British infantry, a marine, a light armor, or medium armor, sorry. And for the U.S., they have 2 infantry, 2 mountain artillery, a medium armor, an airborne, and 2 anti-tank guns, whatever you want to call them. Picardy has 2 Marines and an airborne. All the ships are in P22 and they're not in port. So that would be 7 transports, 2 attack transports, 2 cruisers. The rest of the fleet moved down with them. That's for the U.S. That's 2 more destroyers, 4 more destroyers, light cruiser, fleet carrier, and they're all out at sea in A22. Southern England has heavy strategic bomber, fleet, medium bomber, 3 fighters, a tactical bomber, 2 elite airbornes, and 2 infantry. And then 2 heavy strategic bombers in northern Russia, and 1 elite airborne in Moscow. If you guys have any questions, please ask, and we will see you all next year. Have a good one.